Mark, he came back on the pod, right? And you know, I don't know if he was lying, but he was doing the whole like, yeah, I don't even know what happened. I was just seeing what was like all the feedback and all the backlash. I don't even know what happened.
You don't believe him? I feel like he's got books to read and peer reviews to do. To be keeping up with this Haley Bailey shit.
I don't know. I think that I think that this is the best way to bring something like this up, to not make Mel feel, attacked.
I know what you're saying. Act like you're gaining the information so you can't cook her point.
And to get full clarity.
Right.
To get full clarity. But
before you cook or not cook.
Exactly. You have to know. So let's hear a little bit of it.
Response wasn't fair, and that you had some facts wrong about whatever happened with some text or something. So I didn't see it, so I don't know.
I took a stance.
And what was your stance? I really don't know.
My stance is with her. My stance is the fact that they're both young, and they both, kind of like got into this whirlwind kind of romance or whatever else, and shit's gonna play out online because that's just what fucking young people do. But the reality of the situation is that she had a baby, and a lot of the things that she probably did and feelings that she had, I made the assumption that he was antagonistic in a lot of the things that he's done. I felt like he weaponized his fan base by, doing the whole hashtag free Halo thing and whatever.
My homie called me pissed at you. I still don't know. And again, I don't have the context. He was like, Mel thinks that if a woman's going through postpartum, that's an excuse to step all over my feelings and treat me like shit.
I didn't say that. I also brought up the fact that she has a restraining order on him for breaking into her house, taking a picture of her bed to let her know that he's been in her house without her permission.
Oh, wow. But the story that is being reported is he broke into the house because you were threatening your mental health.
Okay, we're getting.
So that's why you have these pictures of me in your home, because I was in there trying to save you when I got these cuckoo texts.
Okay, so
let me just let Mark know that she opened with, "I don't care about the facts."
That was the only.
That was okay. That was the problem. That was the part that triggered people.
Okay. We gotta let her finish though, because
a lot of women said that exact same thing. I don't care about the facts. I'm with her.
I said I'm standing firmly on her side. Okay.
He was about to Ice was about to be like, in her defense, a lot of women said that, but it's like, then he stopped himself from saying it.
Yeah,
it was
like, it was a mute point.
Never mind. Other women said the same thing.
Like, of course, other women don't like facts either. None of them.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Hit play just let me hear.
It's still a little bit more.
Hold on,
let her finish.
I'm still trying to.
It's just interesting to see how many men were like triggered by this kind of thing, But the reality and how.
I didn't like that.
Oh, you were triggered.
I was triggered by when she said that.
What about it really ticked you off though? It's like,
because
is it the honesty in it?
Well, it's almost it's like she's not taking responsibility for what she said.
You don't want to use the word accountability, I see.
Well,
then he would have to do it himself.
I mean,
let's just go
accountability.
red pill this motherfucker.
It's not that, but she's almost putting the blame on the victim, which is what she claims she is a lot of the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you said something that was kind of wrong, was a little distasteful, just a little bit. Like, nobody's mad at her having the opinion on being on Haley's side.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact, how strong she made it, and that she couldn't even see the other side.
Don't you like strong women?
I do love strong women.
Do you like strong or weak points on the podcast?
And do facts matter?
Facts don't matter all the time.
So then what was wrong with her point?
What was wrong with her point? Like I said, I just didn't like and it was crazy how all the men got triggered at this. Like, what's an example? You could say,
that last little.
It was that last little, it's crazy how all men got triggered. And I wasn't part of the group that was triggered.
Right.
But that triggered me because I was like, well, damn, like, don't make a bad joke and be like, damn, like, you ain't get it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what she did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like you're blaming the audience. Like, don't blame the audience, motherfucker.
Say it better.
Say it better. Say it with a little bit more. Add some sexy shit, Mel.
If you're going to be delusionally blind.
Be sexy.
Yeah, she could put a little sass on it. But if you're gonna be like delusional on your take, you can't be mad when it's happening on the opposite end either. Especially when you admit it. Like you came into this with like, I don't really give a fuck what actually happened.
Yeah.
I just know that she's got postpartum depression. And with that being said, I'm an advocate.
Yeah. Which is
so if somebody's doing that on the other side, it's like you really gotta say touche. Nigga, I bet.
Yeah, it's pretty fair.
There was another clip in like the second video, but how would y'all, because she was asking Ice how he would handle his woman texting, I'm thinking about doing it to myself. You're like everything that Haley said. How would y'all handle that? Like,
if I was with,
if you was with a woman in the same situation and she was texting like, you know, I'm thinking about doing it to myself. I hate you.
Oh, with the same situation?
Like, what would you text?
And all.
Because her whole
I call the police.
Call the police, right?
Yeah.
That's probably what I would do.
Let them handle it.
Her whole
I'm not
idea.
going over there to wrestle a knife away from you.
Yeah.
Because if I'm talking about post situation, we're talking post breakup. Shit probably ugly right now.
Yeah.
Like it's even outside of this, they're probably not at a good place. Because at first I was thinking like current girlfriend or wife or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's like I wouldn't be with a bitch that would lie about that. So
Yeah.
I'm on the way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
Because it's probably real as fuck, you know, but
They were together when the text got sent though, right? They were still in a relationship?
no, I don't think so.
No, they were
separated.
Yeah, they were separated. Yeah. So
trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
But she
they're
got
already
your kid though, so that does add another element of like, all right,
I might be
she's
afraid
over there
for
with my
cops.
baby
Yeah.
talking about killing her.
yeah, I'm on the way.
Yeah.
I'm calling the police too.
Back
The son
up.
is there. Yeah, I need my backup. Yeah, I need my
You gotta
backup.
call
And
the
I need,
police, her
I need my
mom.
witnesses, honestly.
Yeah.
Need that too.
Yeah, because her whole idea was that he was antagonizing her with what he said. And we can go back, but I
'Cause
think
I'm not going for no he say, she say shit in court.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna be there with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tricky,
Need an
but
eyewitness.
what was the
He chose the wrong twin.
320 was the last one.
Yeah. You mind going to that?
Yeah, no problem.
I wonder if her sister's a lot calmer than her.
Who?
Her sister.
Mel got a sister?
No, Bailey. She's a twin.
Oh. Probably not, honestly.
Are they twins?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
twin sisters.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
twins.
Oh. They're not identical.
They're
though,
not
right?
identical, though.
Gotcha.
Yeah. They look,
I mean, they look really similar,
really
but,
close, but
yeah.
it's, you know,
They
it's not
really
spot
don't.
for spot.
They don't look...
I don't know the difference
Nah,
between
they
them.
do.
honestly.
Pull them up. We'll do it later.
If you just told me that was one of the Baileys, I would have. I don't know who was who.
Word?
Yeah,
not
no, I
yet.
think they
Likewise.
actually might be identical twins. I'm not
They're not identical, but let's play this real quick.
Shit, if we can.
Oh man, the internet didn't go. I did it.
While it's loading,
No, I don't think
can you
so.
please
Let
like
me
the
see.
video?
Try it
Subscribe.
again.
Put bell notifications and shit.
No, it's on.
Yeah, there we go.
How you spell her name?
Me neither. No idea.
Bailey.
Okay, there it is.
You don't know anything about what I've gone
Oh,
through.
pause.
So
This is a major part. And, you know, Mel doesn't really tell a lot of her story. Ironically, because I feel like she talks a lot about herself, but we know nothing about her. But she goes deep into her past and how she actually lost a baby before, 6 months in. So a lot of her opinions and a lot of her feelings were coming from this place, which, you know, you can...
6 months is a long time.
You know,
But that's down the pregnancy term.
I don't know if that negates what she said, but it does.
You say she should have been over it by then, or
No, that's a hard time to
Lose the child.
to lose the child.
Yeah.
6 out of 9 months. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you're on.
You
you're
was almost at the finish
You're
line.
there, bro. Yeah. So
you already had a baby shower, probably. Like what? Around
sure.
what
All
time
of that,
do you
yeah,
do that?
yeah.
Yeah.
But let's play it though.
Got a bunch of.
I'll
useless
just
shit.
reveal a little something about myself. I was pregnant at one point, and I lost it at 6 months. So I do know a little bit about postpartum because once you have a miscarriage at that stage,
that's postpartum.
you will go
Yeah.
through postpartum. I went through severe postpartum depression. This was a very long time ago. It's a part of my life that I don't like to fucking discuss for obvious fucking reasons. But that is why I took that side, because I felt like I could commiserate with what she was going through as a woman. Also, as a woman going through perimenopause, where my hormones are just having their fucking way with them, and the only thing that's I've been able to like
Can I-
get.
That wasn't to you. I was asking Amani if I could cut.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
I was about to, let me just wrap this up by saying,
take your time.
I absolutely know something about your hormones having their way with you, just completely excuse me, out of your control. The only thing that has made me see some semblance of normalcy is hormone replacement therapy, which I speak a lot about on my other podcast. This is not necessarily the platform, but I have a certain amount of empathy and sympathy and an understanding for her in a way that I didn't see a lot of people having for her. And so that is why I stood 10 toes fucking down for that fucking girl. Everybody up here they can stand 10 toes down on something, and you attack their stance, but you don't attack them. You all love to fucking attack me in vile, disgusting fucking ways. And honestly, I don't really care. I don't give a fuck if you're not on my fucking bandwagon. Those that are, love you, whatever. But I'm not trying to convince nobody to fucking like me. But keep it fucking cute. Seriously. And don't attack me like that, because you don't know, especially when it comes to a woman's fertility. You don't know what she has been through, what she has gone through. You don't know if because I lost that child, it rendered me infertile. You don't fucking know. So that's my point.
No, so I hear that. And obviously I knew this already. You and I've talked about this. I know this for a long time.
I'm arguing my head. I know everything. It's fucking obvious.
But
I kind of like that.
That's a hell of
her
a
stance.
That was a good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minus the cursing, it was great.
Even the cursing, I feel like it added a certain level of emotional connection.
It's just when she curses like mid rant like that, I just get flashes of like Karen white woman. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
It's because of the way it rings off.
Yeah, exactly. But outside of that, like, solid.
Yeah, nah, man. And
she kind of has a point, like, you know, if Hailey Bailey is really like just clinically depressed from the baby shit, then like, you know, some of the text and her actions kind of makes sense.
There was just like one false, like, I don't even know if false equivalency is correct, but like she lost her baby at 6 months compared to like Hailey had her baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nobody can compare those levels of depression.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that was something I thought when she said it. I'm like, yo, because most of the time with postpartum, like the worst cases,
the baby's
like
here.
The baby's here, and the mother don't even like the baby.
Right?
Either.
Yeah. Right.
Because they was just talking about like the mom just being sad, but sometimes she take that shit out on the baby,
like a bear.
Right.
Like they don't like establish a real connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very different than what
I don't know if I can.
And what did
speak for
I
it,
don't.
But
maybe I can't speak for that. And maybe
I don't know if I can
you
speak
didn't
for
lose
it.
your baby at
Yeah, but at the same time, like losing one is probably, I don't know. That sounds crazy to me too. So I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm
is.
saying.
It's
So that's
fucked up.
why when she was saying like, I think she's relating all levels of
Postpartum to her thing.
depression to the level that she experienced.
Yeah, which is
crazy. Which is
high
one
level.
of the worst. Which is, she's at the peak. You know what I mean? Like,
and did she
at least Hallie's baby is here.
And did she keep her cool during her like
she said
depression?
Nah, she didn't, and that's why she pleads with Hailey. That's why she doesn't need facts to understand what's going on.
I want to know how bad it was.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, I'm cool.
I'm glad she made it through
pretty,
it, though.
It was pretty bad.
I'm glad she
it
made
had
it
to
through.
be bad. Even like slight postpartum depression probably isn't fun.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like small dosages is still probably some shit you.
So
would
you think
want
she
to
was
avoid.
doing what Hailey was doing?
Possibly anything is possible.
Possibly, yeah. Well, it was different because her baby wasn't here, so there was probably like, there's no telling who she was taking that shit out on.
Right.
Like who she was blaming or like what she actually felt. Just know it was some dark times, nigga. She was in the music videos looking very sad.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to factor in, like, I don't know if it's hard. I'm not a judge. It's probably easy, but like with PPD, it's hard to factor that in to like the reasoning behind certain actions. And it's possibly because I've never been through it, but
you can relate anything to it.
Yeah. And there's precedent for like, you know, mental illness.
Yeah.
In the way that they judge that in the court of law.
Yeah.
Like what was it called? Pleading insane?
Yeah.
You know, if you can plead insane.
Yeah,
you can plead,
temporary insanity or something like that.
You can plead hormonal.
Plead menopause.
Plead menopause.
Nah, man, it's crazy.
Plead
but
that time of the month.
But yeah. That would actually be crazy. Women would get away with a lot more crime.
Yeah. But, well, I mean, shit, some of them do.
But nah.
You think she handled her backlash well? You think she handled her backlash well?
She didn't cry, which is good.
I think so, because we got a great that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was the crash. So yeah, whatever backlash she faced, she locked in and she didn't fold.
Right.
She definitely didn't fold, which is what I said she would do.
She laughed at her detractors.
So that was hard.
Which is what all geniuses do.
Yeah. Well, that works.
She never conceded.
Yeah.
I got proven wrong in
Shout out Mel.
30 minutes.
Yeah. What you need a Mona for, nigga? We got a Mel.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm just, if there's always somebody, I'm gonna do the comparison game every time just because this is good content. But
yeah,
and I like Mona more
Pit
than
them against each other.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
duh. You know what I'm saying? Two black women against each other. Of course, they don't like each other. But yeah, no, these are still great moments. Melyssa Ford is still a staple of the Joe Budden for a reason.
Yeah,
there's definitely a reason why she's there.
Especially when another woman is in hormonal turmoil.
Yeah,
she puts that cape on,
and she stood down, man. She was like, "I'm not changing my opinion. I'm just going to tell you why it's so crazy."
Yeah,
like a good villain.